Okay, it's understanding the diagram, I think, for this question that makes it a little bit difficult. What we have here is our concrete slab. Its mass is m kilograms, therefore its weight is going to be mg newtons, and it's being supported by two cables. And the cables must be moving away from each other, or going away from each other, as in the diagram. So you've got the 2,800 Newton tension acting at an angle of 10 degrees to the vertical. You've got a 2,400 Newton force acting at theta to the vertical. Okay, first of all, I've got to realise that this particle is moving in an upward direction, and it's moving vertically upwards. In other words, there's no movement to the right or to the left. In other words, the forces which are acting, the forces acting to the left must equal the forces acting to the right. So acting to the left, I've got 2,800 cos 80 degrees, and acting to the right, I've got 2,400 cos 90 minus theta degrees. Now that's the same on the left hand side. I'm just going to leave that. So 2,800 cos 80 is exactly the same as 2,400. Now cos of 90 minus theta, well, that's just the same as sine theta. You don't particularly have to realize that, but it's useful. In other words, sine theta is exactly the same as 2,800 cos 80 divided by 2,400, and that gives you an angle of theta of 11.68 or 11.7 degrees. We're now told that the slab is being moved upwards at constant speed. Because it's constant speed, that's zero acceleration. That means the resultant force in an upward direction must be zero. So the forces with which it's being pulled upwards must equal the force downwards, and the force downwards is the weight. So in an upward direction, the forces acting are 2,800 cos 10 degrees, so that's the component of the left-hand force. Also acting upwards, so still in a positive direction, 2,400 cos theta, and acting in a downwards direction, all we've actually got is the weight of the particle. So if we want to find the mass then, well, we know that theta is the 11.688 degrees that we've saved from earlier. So m is just going to be 2,800 cos 10 plus 2,400 cos 11.6 blah 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 that you saved in your calculator, divided by g, so in other words divided by 9.8. If you work that out, it comes out as 521.19, in other words 521 kilograms.